is fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check, check. Lucky. Check your hot read. Check. Hustle. Let's go. Check.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On the ready. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo. Get it.
Jones operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing Jones. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 13. Check 13.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a fake on the give here. This option. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's get off the field. Check 15, check 15. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 24 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Bridgewater on first down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 31, check 31, check 3.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
2nd and 6. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54. I don't think you got it, sir. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Here's Jones on first down. Catch made by Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check 3, check 3. Check safety, check safety. He's crossing. He's checking.
Go.
Check Nick.
Fight.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there. They're getting up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike 5-4. Coming in.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit. Go. Lee Griffin.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On the set. Check. Check out.
On third down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Fielded just inside the 30. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On the book now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another.
Watch the whip.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the double.
Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Two.
Off play action. Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now. Hey, exit.
Jones going to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone, into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Delta.
Jam.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Justin Watson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. A little juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Carter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 60 or.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Big grip.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Got a man, Slayton. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Jones now to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
You can't block me. You can't.
Hey, zoom.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. He's going to let it go. And, it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Wide. Get wide. Let's go.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On the set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Rosas' kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
He's checking. Crash. Check 9. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Undercrush. Switch gears.
First down, Bridgewater. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they give this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They're running it. Check. Lucky.
Hey, Haywood. Deep rip.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check three. You go tight. You got tight.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
What we got? Hey, watch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Panthers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons.